This video is sponsored by Rosetta Stone. There's a mystical vibe going on over here. This is the next studio. That's crazy. What's up guys, Salut, this is Alex. Welcome back to the channel. Like finally, after weeks and weeks of absence, I'm back, fully back. And I've got loads of exciting news to share with you. Like, you have literally no idea of what's coming to this place, okay? So I suggest we start. If you've been following the channel, you'll know that I've left my old studio. It was very difficult to say goodbye to that place. I had so many tasty memories. I love that place. It almost became some sort of a character on this channel. Now, as much as I loved it, the studio had its own problems. The number one problem was that the studio was too small. I was always trying to fit new kitchen appliances, new machines, new tools. It made my life very complicated. Second problem, the studio had a very unique and a bit weird of a layout. Basically, I had two tiny windows, so there was almost no daylight, which is always a problem when you're filming. And also on a personal level, I need my vitamin D, okay? And also the pole in the center was killing me. I was always trying to avoid it, and when I was filming, it was always in the shot. I mean, these were obvious flaws, but there was a deeper problem in that place. My kitchen was never a real kitchen. Yes, I had a stove, but it was a portable stove. I had a sink, but I did not have a dishwasher. I mean, just imagine the time that I've spent doing the dishes instead of creating, instead of cooking, instead of making stuff. I don't know, I'm not a therapist, but it feels like I wasn't allowing me to be the cook that I am. I need a stove. I need a proper gas and induction range. I need a mega dishwasher. I need a massive fridge. I need the kitchen appliances that cooks and chefs have access to. But now is the time to start afresh and think about the new place, the new studio from the ground up, to plan things, to infuse that space with intentions. This new place just has tons of potential, loads of personality, and that's exactly what I was looking for. I am definitely getting emotional. I've visited so many places. High ceilings, low ceilings, last floor, first floor, old workshops, new workshops. But then at some point, I've stumbled upon this one. I love myself a place that has some soul to it. And this place definitely has some soul. It used to be an old cafe in Paris, an old cafe. It was already a good start. And then, when I entered the place, I saw this, a beautiful arch. I've got some sort of a relationship with arches in general. In Paris, they are everywhere. But also as a kid, I used to travel the world with my parents, and I've seen arches everywhere, in Italian churches, in Turkish mosques, and I've always found them to be beautiful. They're almost like a piece of civilization. And I've got one in my new place. This is a sacred place. And the arch just embodies the holiness of that place. Maybe I'm going a little too far, but it works. So once I had decided finally on this place, about 6 months ago, that's when I started meeting with the architects, Ingrid and Pauline. We had meetings on meetings on meetings on meetings. I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty demanding.
Bon, l'idée c'est que dans cet espace-là, on arrive à caser une cuisine, idéalement semi-pro, un atelier avec tous les outils, un bureau, toute la partie caméra, pantry en fait qui va avec la kitchen un peu, stockage, froid, chaud.
They made design plans.
J'ai envie de dire, je mise sur les autres options si c'est possible.
Ok.
Ça on peut l'abandonner celle-là, possible?
Ok.
Ok, bon je la range ici.
They made them again.
Moi j'ai un problème avec deux trucs sur celui-là. Donc l'établi où je me dis je sais pas si ça sert d'avoir deux fois un plan de travail.
Ouais.
Et deuxio, l'idée d'avoir un îlot central fixe, autant je trouve ça classe, mais j'ai l'impression que ça va contre l'ADN de la chaîne. Bon, option 2, au revoir.
Au revoir.
Farewell.
Bye.
Goodbye. Ok, ça marche.
And again, and again, and again. I know I can be quite the pain sometimes, but the problem is that I had a vision, and I want to achieve, I want to attain that vision. But obviously, with every solution comes another problem. And that is why this move has been taking so much time. Turns out that designing your own space from the ground up is not that easy. Nobody warned me. Eventually, we got up to something that was exciting and promising.
Ça, moi ça me va. On est bon. Ça marche sur celle-là?
Ça marche.
Ok, on est cool.
Ouh.
Right now, I've got a very clear idea, a very specific idea of what I want the new studio to be. You see, in the beginning, I was inspired a lot by other making channels on YouTube. Adam Savage, Casey and Van Neistat, Tom Zacks, or even Jimmy DeResta.
Hello, everybody.
All these guys have workshops, things everywhere, labels everywhere, pegboards and everything accessible at the reach of the hand. That's all well and good. But my problem is that I also need to focus. And I've got a mind that can only focus when things are clean around me. I need a visually calm space. Now, I'm not saying no to the chaos, because I need to have access to all my tools and equipment with easy reach. But I need to find a middle ground between wild chaos and cold minimalism. In French, we say avoir le cul entre deux chaises. Your ass tear apart between two chairs. That's me, the story of my life. I want two things that don't match. What do we do now, Alex? Right, and now a quick word from our sponsor, Rosetta Stone. I love learning new languages, and I think there is no better way to learn one than when you're fully immersed in the culture and spend some time with the native speaker. And that is what I love about Rosetta Stone. This new app allows you to learn new languages with a method that helps you tap into your brain's natural ability to learn new languages. It's intuitive, and it prepares you for real-life conversations, so you can use your skills to make meaningful connections with real people. What I love about this app is that it's 100% on the go, so you can take your learning experience anywhere. I do love the pronunciation engine. It helps you nail a new accent like a pro. Click the link in my description for a 50% off of a lifetime subscription with Rosetta Stone. Thank you, Rosetta Stone, for sponsoring this video. This dilemma is basically the story of my life. I want two things that don't match. What do we do now, Alex? Surprisingly enough, we've come up with the solution to this, and I call this the concealed chaos. The idea is to have doors on everything. If you open the doors of the pantry, then you have access to something that overflows with like foods and spices and things. But if you close the door, then it remains very clean. If you open the doors of the workshop, I want it to have pegboards and all the tools displayed. But if I want to close the door and focus on writing the next series, then I can do that. Concealed chaos. Should put this on a t-shirt. Now, another thing that I've realized is that sometimes the very first idea is the best one. A few years back, basically my office was in the middle of my kitchen and my workshop. I didn't realize back then, but it was a great idea. Instead, I bitched about it and I decided to move my office next door and to rent a second space just for the office, just for, desk, for reading, for doing research. There was a big couch so I could rest. And that was great for a moment. Then it bit me in the back. Because in the morning, as I would arrive to my studio and office, I would always go to the office first. Because I'm human. I am lazy by nature. Just imagine the comfort I can get in my office. There's some hot tea, there's a big, comfortable chair, there's a big, wide screen, and I would start responding to emails, doing research, and blah, 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 but not creating, not making stuff, not cooking. Also, like, the two spaces were separated by a hallway, so opening one, going in the first one, I forgot something, okay, closing this one, opening the other one, going forth, going back, just killing me. I need, number one, to have my office inside my studio. And second, I need to make my office less comfortable. I mean, when you think of it, this channel is all about challenges. A challenge is not about comfort. It's exactly the opposite. It's about stepping out of your comfort zone. I just need to lead my life the way I direct my videos. Simple. Oof. Now, obviously, the place can't be used as it is right now. Breaking news. Look at this. Huh? But before we start working on the electricity, the plumbing, the new kitchen, the new workshop, first some bad stuff needs to happen. The floor is gonna go down, part of the ceiling is gonna go down as well. Today is demolition day.
Bonjour, bienvenue.
I don't know if I'm excited anymore. I mean, the amount of mess is like staggering. I'm usually quite positive, but here I'm starting to feel some doubt in all this. This is gonna take forever. I'm never gonna be able to make another video. This is only the destruction phase. Phase 1 of a list that has 20 plus phase on it. I hope I didn't get myself into something too big to chew.